we are going to be testing two arrows, both in varying attributes. We're going to have a heavier, larger diameter arrow and a lighter, smaller diameter arrow. The heavier arrow, however, will have a 2-blade broadhead, cut on contact broadhead. The lighter arrow will have a 3-blade cut on contact / chisel tip broadhead. Here's our heavier arrow. Here's the cut on contact 2-blade. That's the Bear Razor head at 250 grains. And then this shaft is the 5mm full metal jacket from Easton. It's got that metal coating, the aluminum coating. This arrow shaft has significantly larger than our other contender. Our other contender being the Black Eagle X Impact, the 250 spine. It's not a 300 spine, so it is a little bit thicker, but it's still quite a bit thinner than the Full Metal Jacket, which is also 250 spine. And we'll be shooting the 3-blade QAD Exodus. So let's weigh these up. Okay, for the Full Metal Jacket Dangerous Game 5mm 2-blade cut on contact, 928 grains. And for the skinnier, lighter QAD Exodus, 490 grains. Okay. So this arrow is just about twice as heavy as this arrow. And this arrow almost has half the diameter shaft as this arrow. So we'll see if that compensates for the lighter weight. All right, without further ado, let's take both these arrows to the field. What we want to test, 2-blade, larger, heavier shaft will penetrate a 3-blade, smaller, lighter shaft. Okay, we made it through all of them. 8 jugs, single bevel, 2-blade, cut on contact, Full Metal Jacket 5mm, 928 grains. Up next is the 4mm, but we did have to shoot it twice because I forgot to film it the first time. But I made sure that the jugs are still, they were almost 3/4 of the way full. I replaced the ones that were low, so it's pretty even. And we hit in different spots, so not too concerned about it, but onto the 4mm. Oh, we hit low. We hit low. We'll try this again here. Let's try that again. I think the table interfered. We still have water enough in there, so should be good. We'll try it again. Oh, look at that. She made her out. Interesting. So, small diameter made it 2. We were losing some water though. This one is virtually out. That one is 2. I think I need to retest it. All right guys, I decided to halfway through our test make a quick change. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of the Q80 Exodus. I don't think it would have done as good as the 250 grains single bevel 2-blade cut on contact bare razor head. But what I do want to do is I want to use a single bevel 2-blade broadhead as well, just not the bare. We're going to go with the Kudu. I believe it's the Kudu Dangerous Game Point. Now, my theory behind this is the ferrule diameter is a lot smaller. That's kind of hard to see. Let me get a bare razor head for comparison. It's a lot smaller though. So look at the ferrule diameters. I mean, it's just way smaller. So a micro diameter head doesn't need to have such a large ferrule. It's just wasted mass and space to add more friction because you greater surface area broadhead. So you only need a ferrule just a little bit bigger, 5% according to Ashby, bigger than the shaft diameter. So we screw this on, and it's about the same size, a hair bigger, a hair smaller, about this close. Ideally you want to have it a little bit bigger, but the 2-blade with a smaller cutting diameter, is about a 1 1/8, should give us reduced surface area to aid in penetration. Let's see how well this does. Let's weigh her up real quick. Total weight, we're at 516 now. So we added 50 pounds, or 50 grains. Actually only 25 grains because that was a 25 grain head. This is a 150 grain head. So let's take her out. Well, let's try it again, shall we? Aim a little higher. Oh, didn't make it out. So, our dangerous game definitely did win that one. Granted, she was 400 grains heavier. Over 400 grains heavier. And it'd be hard to tell exactly how much more it penetrated because it passed through, but it didn't stick very far on the target, so I think it barely passed through. We're probably, a jug or two more penetration with the dangerous game. I do think, though, that this ferrule is a touch small, so we definitely probably lost some penetration there. Also, the 2-blade definitely is not making as big of holes as we had with that Exodus 3-blade. These are taking a lot longer to drain, and the Exodus had drained already like 2 or 3 of those, so that is interesting to note. Let's run a field point through there just for fun. How's that? Not a pass-through, for sure. I did expect the dangerous game 2-blade to penetrate more. I mean, the field point Same arrow, same same weight. That's 150 grain fill point just to cut on contact. It only penetrated to, a couple jugs more. So the broadhead doesn't seem to add too much extra penetration. But again, we have only done so many tests, so we gotta test more. Tell me what you think, guys. Leave a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. We're gonna bring you more content. I'm really heavily thinking about transitioning to a recurve bow, because I want to be able to shoot heavier arrows and skinnier arrows. Even arrows made out of metal. I feel like we got to try everything. With a compound bow, I feel like you're limited in how far you can stretch arrow variants. With a recurve bow, I feel like the world's your oyster, as it were. From the research I've been doing and some of the pros that I've been talking to, people have been in the industry a long time. They've done a lot of tests. So stay tuned. We'll catch you on the next one.